Okay, so hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about conduction system of heart. So before going with the conduction system of heart, I should explain you simple about muscles, like how many muscles are present and the shape of muscles. So we should discuss first about the muscles. Muscles. So muscles we have basically here we have three type of muscles. Number one, which includes skeletal muscles. Second, we have what? Smooth muscles. And third, we have what? Cardiac muscles. Fine. So here we have these three type of muscles. So here we are going to discuss about what? We are going to discuss basically, yes. So smooth muscles are skeletal muscles are present where? Like bone muscles present on the surface of bone. Skeletal muscles are present in bone. We can say inner muscles and the shape muscles. And the shape of this is like this. Skeletal muscles are like this. Okay, and if I to talk about the smooth muscles, so those smooth muscles basically are present in the peristalsis movement. Like here, the shape of these muscles is like this. Smooth muscles are like this. And if I to talk about the last, which is cardiac muscles, so cardiac muscles basically are the muscles which are present in our heart. The word cardiac simply means it's related to the heart. So the muscles which are present in our heart, so those are known as cardiac muscles. So now if I talk about the shape of the cardiac muscles, so cardiac muscle shape is basically it is a branch shape. Cardiac muscle cells are the branched. These are branched, and the shape if I to talk about, so their shape is like this. And here we have another one. So these are the basically branched muscles. Here we have two branched muscles, and here we have the junction between them. Junction between these two branch muscles, so that junction is known as gap junction. That junction is known as gap gap junction. When so here we have the gap junctions. Now two cardia. Now if you talk about the cardiac muscles, so two cardiac muscles are combined by intercalated disc. Intercalated disc. Two cardiac muscles are combined by intercalated disc. Fine. So if I to talk about we can say we can okay. So here as you can see, this is we have basically. Yep. Now here this I have the okay. So here I'm going to make a muscle cell. As you can see, this is the muscle cell. Fine. This is the muscle cell. So now muscle cell is basically what it is activated by where it is activated by neurons. So here I'm going to draw the rough diagram of neuron. and neuron release some chemical. So the chemical which is released by neuron, that chemical is known as neurotransmitter. So I can write here neurotransmitter. Fine. So here you can see this is what these are the receptors which are present on the muscle cell. These are the receptors which are present on the muscle cell. So what will be happen? These chemicals will attach to the receptors of the muscle cell. When these will attach, so they will do what? They will, we can say, increase the sodium concentration inside the cell. They will increase the sodium concentration inside the cell. Fine. So here if I can write, if the sodium concentration inside the cell it increase when these chemicals react with receptors of the muscle cell. Oh, no. Chemical react with we can say receptors, then increase the concentration, increase the concentration of Na inside the muscle cell. Fine. So I have this is clear to you guys. So this means how they are increasing the muscle cell. So here the muscles, when the chemical react when the chemical attach to the receptor, so it make the muscles wall permeability. मतलब the changes occur in the muscles wall. The changes occur in muscles cell, and it take Na inside. So I hope this is clear to you guys. So when Na is gone inside, so the muscle cell will what? Muscle cell will contract. Muscle cell will contract from both sides. Fine. So I hope that it is clear to you guys. Now here we are going to discuss about, yeah, one most important term. Here we have what? The entry of Na into the muscle cell. Here you can see the Na is in, we can say, coming inside the muscle cell. So the entry of sodium, Na, inside muscle cell is known as depolarization. Depolarization. Okay, I hope that it is clear to you guys. Now let me tell you some more important points about that. So another point here we have what? Yeah, every skeleton muscles there is neurotransmitter that is acetylcholine. Okay, so every muscles have the different neurotransmitter. Like here for the muscle cell, there was what? There was the neurotransmitter. So for the skeleton muscle, for skeleton muscle, for skeleton muscle, the neurotransmitter is what? The neurotransmitter is acetylcholine. acetyl choline. So I hope so that it is clear to everyone. Now another main point here we have what? Another we have main point, that is basically membrane of muscles. As I told you that when Na is entered into the muscle cell, so the muscle cell become permeability, means changes occur in the muscle cell membrane. So the membrane of muscle cell is known as sacrolema. Remember this of membrane of muscle cell is called sarcolemma. Okay, so Na is entered into the muscle cell. How? Like we have different type of you can say transport. So Na is entered by the passive transport. Remember this, Na is entered by the passive transport inside the muscle cell. Passive transport. Okay, after that the last point we have what? The last point is in the muscle ER is present. Okay, so now you might be thinking directly how Na can we can say yeah, we can say make the muscles contract or make the muscle relax. So no, this is totally wrong. In the muscle we can say what is present in muscle, we have ER is present. Muscle ER endoplasmic reticulum is present. Fine. So Na entered the ER release calcium ion which allow muscles to release. Na तो enter होता है, Na enter and Na entered the ER. Na entered into where? Na entered into the ER. Then ER release calcium. ER release calcium. As we all know that calcium is which make muscles to contract. So calcium make muscles to contract. Contract. Fine. So now we are going to discuss about a little bit about the cardiac muscle in detail. So till that I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let's discuss about cardiac muscle in detail. Okay, so I hope till that it is clear to you guys. Now let's discuss about the cardiac muscle in somehow more detail. Here we have cardiac muscle. Okay, so we are going to discuss about the cardiac muscle. I'm right here again. Up till that it is clear to you guys. Now we are going to discuss about the cardiac muscles. Okay, so here I'm going to draw the diagram so that will be clear to you guys. A rough diagram, do not take tension. Okay, so this is what we have, the atrium and ventricle. So here you can see around the atrium and ventricle we have what? Cardiac muscles, and cardiac muscles are the branch. So those are, I'm going to make this in the square. However, these are in the branched form. Okay, so this is the branch form. So now here you can see what these are cardiac muscles. These are cardiac muscles. These are what? These are cardiac muscles. Now some changes so far in interstitial fluid take NaI. Okay, so here you can see some cells changes, and so from the interstitial field. Okay, here the some cells change. You can see here we were having what? Here we were having SA node which was which was auricular sino-auricular node. We will discuss further on. So here the some cell changes. How they changes? They start taking Na from the interstitial fluid which is present in the side of the cells. So some cell changes and take Na from interstitial fluid. Interstitial fluid. So no any neuron is required for these cells. So these cells, remember this, only for the heart cell, no any neuron is required to release the, to we can say, to release the chemicals so that these cardiac muscles can contract or relax. So no any that is required, neuron is required. Only these are, we can say, take the Na from the interstitial fluid. So these cells are known as autoexcitable cells, called autoexcitable cells, because they do not take the signal from neuron, because they do not take signals from neuron. Fine. So I think it is clear to you guys. Now here these cells present on the upper of the right atrium. So the cells which are present on the upper of the right atrium. So here we have SN node as I told you. Now down of the right atrium. Okay, at the down of the right atrium here we have another thing. Let me mark with another color so it will be damn clear to you guys. Okay, here we have AV node. Here we have AV node at the down of the right atrium. So remember yourself, we will discuss in the next video. I hope so that it is clear to you guys. So bye bye.